All right, good afternoon, you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. What a crazy day, but great day for scalps, though, especially in the morning. I know we've executed several trades this morning with Tesla, the Qs, BBBY, NVDA. I mean, good thing NVDA did run up this morning to 174.06. Took profit on the calls about 35%. Some of you guys got 40%. And of course, as you know, it's down to 165 in the after hours. I played with profits only from those calls. So I'll lose the profits from the call, but no big deal. We keep moving on, moving on. And tomorrow is ULTA, ULTA, that I have currently 470 calls. Now, ULTA is going to be a gamble here. For sure it is. I mean, there's just no if and buts about it. I mean, if I look at the reason why I'm bullish about Alta here, if you take a look at this channel, right, that's been kind of just simmering here for the last several months here for a whole entire year. It's been hanging around between 342 and 400, and the earnings coming up, if it is spectacular, you can see this breakout over this area. So the reason why I chose 470, because it is relatively cheaper. No guarantees that we're going to go in the money. Okay. If it goes to 500, we're going to be rich. But if it only goes like 440, it's not, it's, with the IV and the implied volatility, it'll crush us. I want you guys to know that going into tomorrow, I'm going to load more of these Alta contracts, but it is something that I'm doing. And if it is not something that you can afford to risk it, just go ahead and let it go. So, you know what I mean? Because the IV is going to be substantial. I am looking for a big run. All right. That's my expectation, at least. That's my gamble here, that they will report great earnings, potentially a buyback or even a stock split to pump it here. So it'll be great if we could see a breakout over this 415 level that it's been hanging out near since the beginning of or towards the end of last year. Once that breaks out, love to see 450, 470. So that's kind of my thinking for going into tomorrow. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Qs and the SPYs. I'm going to take a look at the 4-hour chart here. Actually, I'm going to do the daily chart, show you guys the candle structure here. This is an inverted hammer, okay, on the daily. So this is looking pretty good in terms of a bounce. We can see the CCI chart trying to turn up. The stochastics pretty much is in the oversold territory. But if we take a look at the 4-hour chart, it's been kind of just hanging out between 314, 313, 315, getting rejected here at the at a supply level of 316.50s. So once it gets over this area, you should start seeing the EMA start to curl, etc. And you have very good volume here. Look at this volume support shelf here, hanging on to the price. So this would be the last resort. If the bulls lose this price area, we can see under 310 pretty quickly, because you got volume gaps, or at least the 310 pretty quickly. But right now, as we speak, the Qs are up, a few pennies here in the after hours. Okay, so I'm liking this look so far. All right, if you look at the stochastics, every time we hit this bottom area, as things starts to turn back up, and we are oversold on at least on the 4-hour chart, and the CCI is trying to come back into the bull signal. If we look at SPY, same thing here. SPY is oversold. All right, this is the most oversold it's been since this area here on June 16th. Okay, if you look at this chart on the 4-hour, so you have significant volume support here as well. As long as these areas hold, and we're going into Powell on Friday, I might want to take some calls, as long as the prices are stabilizing. Take some long calls going into Friday, maybe next Friday calls going into Powell's speech. I think there could be some interesting things there. Also, you have PCE reporting at 8:30 a.m. before the market open on Friday as well. So that's the SPY and that's the Q for you. If I I want to take a look at Apple today. Apple did okay, right? Volume support here on the 4 hour. It looks like the EMA 50 on the 4 hour is trying to curl or trying to ramp back up here. We are oversold since the June 17th low. Okay. And so this is obviously this needs the way that Apple's been running, it needs a reset. Okay. And so we've got a reset here. So anything can happen from now on, right? So if Powell pumps, the market's going to rip back up. If he sounds too hawkish, then yeah, then we might come down and see some new supports. All right, going into tomorrow. Something that's pretty interesting for Tesla here. Failed breakout over 900 today, right? We hit about 909.12. My goal was 915 today, so it got pretty close. So that was a good read there. But on the daily here, on the Tesla, you have kind of this ugly hammer, right? Inverted hammer green. I wouldn't even call it that. It might be a doji or gravestone doji now. You can see the supply level here, all right, holding the price down. So Tesla, if the markets don't do well tomorrow, Tesla can be an excellent short back down under the 860. You have some support at 864. So that's going into tomorrow. All right. So with that being said, looks like NVDA is trying to come back a little bit. We'll see what happens in the morning. So with that being said, great day overall. Green day. NVIDIA is going to take some back tomorrow. That's okay. Just a choppy week. It is what it is, so don't fret. If you guys are newer traders, beginner traders, don't worry. Okay. We'll get our trends soon. Okay. All right. With that.